How much money did I waste trying to impress people? 52% of the people who make above $100,000 or more a year are living paycheck to paycheck. You know why? Because they don't want to look broke. How much money are you wasting by giving your kids Jordans? Because you want to look like we got the money. Your kids don't even know they have on Jordans. But you want your kids to be respected and valued because they have on Jordans. I was reading this study and it revealed that it polled 1,000 people, 1,000 individuals here in America. And it said something that was so alarming to me. That out of those 1,000 people, they only trust 27% of the friends in their circle. I want to start off today's show getting straight to it. You see, a lot of times when we hear the word or hear the sentence, looking broke, it might sound so negative, but it's actually a smart way, a very smart way to build wealth. You see, many people are trapped in the cycle of trying to look rich. Did you know that nearly 78% and 80% of the people in America, in the United States of America, are living paycheck to paycheck? I think a large group of these individuals are living paycheck to paycheck because they are buying the needs, not really the wants. There's a large fraction of us that are focused on appearances instead of actually what truly matters. If you want a deeper understanding of this mindset, there's a book that I read every single year called The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. You see, this book reveals that most millionaires don't live that flashy lifestyle. Instead, these net worth millionaires live below their means. 1, 2, avoid debt. 3, and focus on building real wealth over a period of time, not through these get rich quick schemes, not through these overnight successes. These are individuals who have time and they maximize each and every single minute of the time. These are people who drive used quality cars, right? Your Lexuses, your used BMWs, your used Hondas, your used Ford F-150s. They live in modest to top line luxury homes, right? And prioritize saving and investing over showing it off. The book shows how the habits of looking broke can lead to financial independence and long-term success. One thing I got from this book is, man, I really have to act differently than my wages. I have to somewhat act like I'm broke. And so I want to highly recommend you grabbing a copy of this book and reading it. We're going to put a copy of this book inside of today's show notes. It should be right up here on the screen somewhere down here. But this is a book that I believe that will impact and transform your life because the content that we're going to go over today was inspired by this book. I'm going to share why acting broke can be the key to financial freedom, peace of mind, and attracting the right people into your life. So listen, before we get into this show and we dive into this rich content that I believe is going to impact your life, I got 2 quick things for you. Number 1, if you've been dating me for a while and you have not hit that subscribe button, we are going to hit 800,000, I believe, minimum this year. But our goal is 1 million. We want to have 1 million community members that are focused on enlarging their territory, getting debt free, and building wealth. And so you could do that by joining our E3 family, where we're focused on expanding in abundance, wellness, and freedom. I'm saying it again, abundance, wellness, and freedom. And to join that community, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, whether you're listening to this on podcast and or you're watching this here on YouTube. So I would greatly appreciate if you would join this family. And number 2, don't forget, I have my brand new book coming out here in January, and we're giving away amazing, and I mean this, amazing bonuses that I believe will impact your life for you just pre-ordering. The title of the book is called Take Your Seat at the Table. And I mean, it's going to be a blessing. So listen, we're going to drop that information inside today's show notes. You got 2 books you can get today that I believe will be a tremendous blessing to you. And also as well, hit that subscribe button. Yo, and before we dive into today's information as well, I want to thank our friends over at Ethos for sponsoring today's show. And I'll get to them here in a little bit. But number 1, Number one, here's why acting broke is so important in today's day and time. Because it filters out the inauthentic individuals and things and people in your life. You see, when you choose not to flaunt your wealth, you naturally start attracting people who value you over who value you, let me say this right, who value you for who you really are, not just for what you have. I want that to sit right there for a little bit. And we're going to spend a little bit of time here because I think this is an important conversation. And this could be specifically for men, because I'm going to be honest and vulnerable here. My desire for money really didn't come from really wanting financial freedom. It came from, I want to be respected. I want to be liked. I want to be wanted. I want to be cool. I want to blend in. AKA, I want people to like me and be attracted to me and value me for what I have, not for who I am. And I want us to be honest, how many of us have gone after certain things and flaunted certain things, not because we genuinely liked it, but because we just genuinely wanted to fit in and blend in and be valued from people. Because some of us thought that our true selves would not be valued and respected. Because it's the truth. It's easy to get caught up in trying to impress others. But the truth is, those who are drawn to your lifestyle or image often don't have your best interests at heart. They don't care about who you are. They don't care about what you care about. They don't really care about your life. You can die tomorrow. They'll say, wow, rest in peace, such and such, and will not even miss you moving forward. But it's because we keep flaunting the things that we have. And because we keep flaunting that stuff, it draws the inauthentic individuals. And one thing that I've learned is by keeping a low profile, we avoid users and opportunities, the ones who are more concerned with what you can do for them than building a genuine relationship with me. This is one of the key ingredients of why I say I will only spend $100 on the first date. Because if you're so mesmerized and just so turned on, like, oh my God, he spent $300 on a date, you're inauthentic. You're not really here because you find me attractive or you find me my mind interesting. No, you're attracted to what I can do for you. And what I've learned, you guys, is that this approach helps you build connections based on respect, shared values, and real friendships. I'm in a season of my life to where I am building true, authentic friendships who value me. The people who stick around when you're looking broke and acting broke are the ones who truly care about you, not just what's in your wallet, not just what you're driving, not just for where you live, not just for what you could do for them, but it's about really, really, who is Anthony ONeal? And I paused there because I'm like, how much money did I waste trying to impress people? How much money are you wasting by giving your kids Jordans? Because you want to look like we got the money. Your kids don't even know they have on Jordans. But you want your kids to be respected and valued because they have on Jordans. You want adults to, oh, you got some Jordans. But the other kids, their age, the 3-year-old, 5-year-olds, they don't know what Jordans are. They're still going to step on them shoes. How many of us have inauthentic people in our life today because of what we have? Because we got the Louis purse. Because we went out there and got the Chanel purse. We drive in the nice cars, brothers. And I'm not knocking nice things. And let me say this clearly. I'm not knocking nice things because I have nice things. But you all don't see me flaunting these nice things. I've learned to buy things that I actually like, want, and value. Because I've learned this. It is better to have a few solid people, trustworthy people in our circle than a crowd of superficial friends who are only there when things look good. Because the truth of the fact is everyone's going to want to ride with us when we're going away on our way to the top. But every mountain, you got to come down. We've had high and lows within this company. Numbers on our YouTube channel, high. Numbers on our podcast channel, high. But then we have some low months. It's a part of the journey. And I want people, not just on my team, not just in my friendship circle, not just my wife, but I want people around me who can ride the wave with me. 1 month we'll make a lot of money. 1 year I make a lot of money. 1 year we may go down. But I want the solid, trustworthy people. And if you're always flaunting what you got, the moment you lose it, you lose the true, not lose true people, but you lose friends who you called true friends, but really they were inauthentic. So acting broke, honestly, attracts the right people to your circle and removes the inauthentic people from your circle. I was reading this study and it revealed that it polled 1,000 people, 1,000 individuals here in America. And it says something that was so alarming to me, that out of those 1,000 people, they only trust 27% of the friends in their circle. So let's just look at this. So this means they don't trust 60% of the people in their circle. This means that 60% of the people and the friends in their circle are probably there for inauthentic reasons, are probably there because of what they can do for them, but not because they love them. And I had to face a harsh reality, even for me as a boss, as a friend, as a brother, as a son. Sometimes I just gotta say no. Sometimes I just gotta say, I don't have it. No, I can't do it. No, you can't do that. Because if they are there for the right reasons, if they truly have your heart, if they truly are there because they want to see you win and help people's lives, if they're truly there because they love you, a no is not going to deter them. Here's how you know you have inauthentic people in your circle and in your life. Is if you ever said no, but I did this, but I did this, but I did this. Man, I can't stand that. Me and one of my friends, we both got companies, and he was talking about his company, and he was like, man, I told one of my staff members no to something, and they were like, what? But I do this and I do that, and man, but I do this and that, and he was like, but yeah, but you don't give me that same energy when I say yes. So the fact that when I said no, when the majority of times I say yes, you're here for the inauthentic reasons. And he said, man, that made me want to fire them. Because when I say yes, you're not saying, oh, no, you don't got to say yes. You ain't got to say yes. You ain't got to say yes. No, boss, you good. No. But the moment I said no, it was, oh, my gosh, but I do this. Oh, my gosh, I have this. And oh, my gosh. He was like, man, you're not here for the right reasons then. I remember telling my girlfriend in the past no to something. And she's like, but you didn't say no. I mean, you got the money. I was like, wait, whoa. So now you count my money? And if I said yes in the past, and me saying no here shouldn't be that much of an issue. This is why I believe that acting below your wages is super important, because it's going to push away the inauthentic people. Which leads me to point number 2. You see, when we can act broke, act below our wages, it builds true financial security. When I think of financial security, I think about my friends over there at Ethos. Ethos is helping you build security for your families after you're going, financial security after you're going. As a matter of fact, check out this quick commercial. So listen, I want you to go to anthonyoneal.com/life insurance. Check them out, because building financial security is super, super important. You see, living below your means is one of the smartest financial moves you can make today. When you focus on building real wealth instead of just looking like you're rich, you create a strong, and I mean it's a strong, solid foundation for you and your family's future. You see, real wealth isn't about flashy cars. Yes, they're nice. Real wealth isn't about designer clothes or designer bags. Yes, they're nice. Real wealth is not even about having a big house. Let me tell you what real wealth is about. It's about what you can't see, what you can't really put a finger on. Your savings, your investments, you being debt-free, your freedom, your peace of mind, the air that you get to breathe in different parts of the world. You see, real wealth brings something that the majority of people cannot see. What is that? Your time. I have a nice car. I have designer options. But one of the things that I did before I even got this stuff, y'all know I drove an Acura TL for years. I was making six figures, multiple six figures, and I drove that thing for years. Why? Because I wasn't a homeowner first. I drove that thing for years and lived in an apartment and rented an apartment for years. Why? Because I wanted to start investing. I wanted to position myself to where I could start buying back my time. Once I was positioned myself to where I was able to buy back my time, I got real estate, I'm investing, I'm building a business. Then yes, I went and got my dream car. I haven't purchased my dream home yet. Watch this. I'm sorry, I lied. I did purchase my dream home. A dream home for me is a home that I can afford. But when I say a dream home per y'all standards, it's that big, like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, right? I haven't done that yet. Why? Because one, I'm not married, and then two, I just haven't felt like I'm in a good position to do that just yet. My business and my studio needs some stuff to happen. I still need to hire some staff. I'm gonna do it soon, right? But I had to make sure that I'm positioning myself well. And so I'm still somewhat acting below my wages, but I'm still somewhat acting broke. Why? Because I want to build true financial security, not just for myself, but I want financial security for my family, for my future family, for my staff, for my team members who are helping me build this amazing business. One of the things that I just despise is like when you see pastors looking nice, driving cars, living all this big stuff, and their core people are struggling and hurting. I don't want to be the boss to where I'm making all this money and I'm living my life and my staff, my team members are struggling. Can't live. I don't want that. So I got to make more money so I can pay them more and help them build. Now they got to work. They got to work for it, right? But one thing I learned from the Millionaire Next Door, it highlights that most millionaires don't live in like these extremely upscale neighborhoods or these super expensive cars, right? Instead, most net worth millionaires practice being frugal and invest in appreciating assets rather than spending all their money on things that lose value. Why? Because these net worth millionaires understand that living below your means, living within your means is the key to accumulating true wealth. I need y'all to hear me again. The key to accumulating true wealth is not looking like you have it. Because I know people right now who are driving Range Rovers, who are driving Bugattis. I know people right now who are driving Mercedes S-classes, who are driving $100,000, $200,000 cars. I know people right now who are wearing the $1,000, $1,200 wigs. I know people right now who have the $5,000 purse on their shoulder, and they are struggling. They are stressed. They do not have freedom. You at $55,000 a year have more freedom than some of these millionaires. As a matter of fact, did you know that nearly 52% of the people, 52% of the people who make above $100,000 or more a year are living paycheck to paycheck? You know why? Because they don't want to look broke. You know why? Because they are living way above their means. You know why? It's because they are afraid to tell themselves no today, so they can tell themselves yes and yes and yes tomorrow. You see, by looking broke, you free up more money to put towards your savings and investments, just like the net worth millionaires inside of the book. This gives you a safety net that many people who look rich simply do not have. Yeah, they got the big house, but they also got a big payment with that house. Yeah, they got the nice car, but yes, they have the nice car with that house. If I had to shut my business down today, I don't have to sell my car. It's paid for. Paid for. I can just pay the insurance on it. You see, what we see is a lot of them may have expensive stuff, but behind the scenes, they're often drowning in debt. Anthony ONeal has the pink slip to the car. I got the deed to the car. I got the deed to my watch. I got the deeds to everything but my mortgage. And meanwhile, while they're over there stressing, while they're over there trying to figure out what to do and how to do things, you're quietly building wealth. While so many people might be looking at you like, man, why are you driving that car? You're quietly building wealth and paying off your debt. While you're watching all these other families, oh, this is good. Go on these big old family vacations, and you and your son, and you and your family are doing staycations. You're creating true financial freedom for you and yourself and your family. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Anthony ONeal, and I want to share a secret with you. I want to share something with you that I regret not doing sooner. If you've been thinking about getting life insurance, now is the time to act. Let me tell you about my friends over at Ethos, a life insurance company that's making waves with its affordability and ease of access. You can get coverage for as low as $30 a month. My own rate was just around $60 a month, and I spend more than that on food delivery. Let me be honest. I want to give you some quick points of why I love them so much. Number one is their rates and affordability. Imagine paying $30 or $68 a month for a peace of mind. That's less than most of your monthly subscriptions. Number two, ease of use. You can get up to $2 million in coverage without any medical exams or blood tests. Just answer a few quick, healthy questions and you're set. The entire process is 100% online and take less than 10 minutes. Number three, speed. You can get a quote in seconds. You can apply in minutes and have same-day coverage. I got my coverage through Ethos literally in 10 minutes and got my thing back quick. Trust and reliability is the last thing I love about them. Ethos has an A+ rating with the BBB and stellar Trustpilot reviews. Every day, around 2,000 families are approved for life insurance through Ethos. Listen, I don't want you to wait. Life insurance rates can increase by 8 to 10% each year you delay. I purchased my policy a few years ago, and if I had waited until now, my price would be significantly higher. Lock in your rate right now and secure your family's future. I want you to visit anthonyoneal.com/ethos to get your free life insurance quote. Apply and get coverage in under 10 minutes. Don't procrastinate. Take control of your future today. You know, I was doing some research and I realized I really want to break this down because I was doing some research. The average millionaire has roughly 50 to 60% of their net worth invested inside of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and retirement accounts. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and retirement accounts. But whoa. Ayo, you said 50 to 6% of their net worth is invested inside of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and retirement accounts? That's a whole lot of money. Let me break this down for you. This simply means that if a millionaire has a net worth of $1 million, this means that they might have around $500,000 to $600,000 actively invested in various financial instruments. But wait a minute, Anthony. You mean they put $500,000? No. They probably put about $200,000 of their money over a long period of time, and that $200,000 turned into $500,000 or $600,000. It's the power of compound interest. It's the power of using a mutual fund, ETFs, getting into the stock market. Now, while they have $500 to $600,000 actively cash invested through their money and through the power of compound interest, the remaining part of their net worth could be tied up in real estate, business ownership like myself, or other assets that generate income or appreciate over time. This, and I don't say balanced approach, this juggling approach allows net worth millionaires to grow their wealth steadily while maintaining financial security. This is why I'm always promoting my friends over at Moo. They're giving away 15, let me say this again, 15 free stocks right now. I released a course a few weeks ago called Building Wealth from the Ground Up, the Beginner's Guide to Building Wealth from the Ground Up. And Moo partnered with me and they gave away 20 free stocks to everyone who purchased that course. And if you didn't jump on that opportunity to get that course, I don't think now, the course is not available right now for free because you had to pre-order the book to do that, to get that course. But if you're going to build financial stability, you need to get inside the stock market. And so what I did get Moo to do is to partner with me again. And so we're going to be giving away 15 free stocks. 15 free stocks. Say it one more time. 15 free stocks to help you build financial security, invest like these net worth millionaires. So if you want to do that, it should be up on the screen right now, but go to anthonyoneal.com/moo. Again, that is anthonyoneal.com/moo. Get these 15 free stocks right now. Right now. It is free. Open up the account, get the stocks, and go back and watch my investment video with my financial advisor. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to properly invest that. So you don't want to just have the stocks and not use it correctly. See, sometimes when we act broke, and act below our wages, it opens up opportunities for stuff like this. The fact that you're watching this, the fact that you said, hey, yo, I see it. What? Like, I see it. Acting broke doesn't mean that you're broke. Acting broke simply means that you have a vision and you are broke enough that it encourages you to get to where you want to go. And if I'm being honest with you all, y'all, I got to remind myself that. Because as much money as my company makes, man, I could be selfish and not hiring nobody and just keep all that money for me. But I'm like, nah, bro, if I'm going to impact 1 million lives of what we're trying to do, we're trying to impact 1 million lives right here within our community. I can't. I got to act broke, hire some staff. I got to act broke. Live below my wages, live below my income, and really do the things properly. We got to do it the right way. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're enjoying this content right now, I need you to do me a favor. Hit a thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I got two more points of why acting broke and living below your wages are super important. Number 3, it's because it reinforces the power of delayed gratification. You see, choosing not to show off your wealth teaches you discipline and self-control. 2 ingredients for long-term success. It's all about delayed gratification. The idea that putting off short-term pleasures leads to greater rewards down the road. Instead of spending money to keep up with appearances and to keep up with your friends and to keep up with the Joneses and to keep up with, what's popular on social media right now, you're saving and investing for your future. Y'all, I do not want you to get 70, to turn 80, get to the last years of your life and your behind still got to work because you looked so good when you were 20, because you looked so good when you was 30, because you wanted to be accepted by the community when you were younger at the sacrifice of your future. Many of the most successful people in my circle, the most wealthiest people in my circle, have literally mastered the art of delayed gratification. You see, they weren't focused on impressing others in the short term. They were focused on building something lasting. And if I'm being honest with you all, man, on average, I tend to trade my cars in for every 2 years. I'll go pay for them cash, trade in about 2 years. Went up to the Bentley dealership to trade in the Bentley for the new body style, the Bentley that's coming out in the GT Speed. And when I went to look at it, I mean, I built out this great car. I was like, yo, man, I'm about to get this thing. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just being honest. And when I got there, I was building it out. I looked at it. I was like, wait, the only thing different in this car is going to be the engine, which is going to be faster, and the front headlights are going to have a line through it. It's the same front headlights, but now it just has one solid line going through it. But it's the exact same body style. The interior is the exact same. I literally got up in the middle of me building out the car and I said, hey man, I shouldn't be here. This is a beautiful car. It's going to be a beautiful car, but I got other obligations that I need to take care of. And it makes no sense for me to drop another, whatever I would need it to drop once I traded in that car, just to have the latest and the greatest thing. When I got back in the car, I'm going to be honest with you, I was a little disappointed in myself that I even wasted my time doing that. But then I looked at that, the bright side of it is, I told myself, I'm proud of you for not even doing it, for checking yourself in the middle of that thing. I told myself that I want to get rental properties. Well, what I'm going to put down on that car to get it, on top of trading it in, that is a rental property that I could buy. You see, by adopting this mindset, we're setting ourselves up for true financial freedom and success. I'm not at a place to where I can't show up and not work, right? I cannot, that's bad grammar, rewind. Let's say it like this. I have to come into the studio, right? I have other means that's generating me money that doesn't require my time, right? But for the most part, if I don't show up on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and record this show and talk to y'all, the company is not going to win. We're not going to make any money. So I'm not at a position to where I truly have the freedom that I desire. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. But one thing I've learned is it's not about what I could do today. It's not about what I could buy today. It's about what am I building for tomorrow that doesn't require each and every single minute of my life. Which leads me to the last thing. It's not about today. It's about tomorrow. And having that broke mindset a little bit, not the attitude, but just acting a little broke, it keeps you focused on what really and truly matters. You see, when we're not chasing after trends or trying to keep up with others, we tend to stay grounded and focus on what truly is important. You see, acting broke helps you shift and helps us shift our priorities from impressing others to blending in with the world, to building a legacy and making a lasting impact. I can't even believe that I'm thinking about this. And as I am maturing, I'm getting older. Every decision that I'm making with money now, I'm asking myself, how's this going to impact the legacy down the road? I told you all in a former video that time is not expiring. Time is going to be here 24/7, 24 hours in a day is always going to be here. 365 days in the year will always be here. But who's not guaranteed to be here forever? It's us. So while time is not expiring, our life is. And I can't spend the majority of my life trying to impress people that won't even respect me when I'm gone. Who won't even fulfill my legacy when I'm gone. My God. Because it's so easy to get caught up in the pressure to have the latest and the greatest and impress the people. But those things don't lead to true freedom. It doesn't lead back to God. It doesn't lead back to happiness. It doesn't lead back to success. It doesn't lead back to freedom. It doesn't lead back to fulfillment. Because success and freedom and fulfillment isn't about what we own. It's about having a peace of mind, strong relationship, and a purpose-driven life. And if I'm not operating within that, I'm like, I don't want to do this. And by acting a little broke, it's helping me to focus, and it will help you to focus on what really matters. Husband, your wife and your kids really matter. Wife, your husband and your kids really matter. Single people, preparing yourself and covering your life and preparing for the future is what really matters. Do you know how much money I've wasted on people? On trying to make people happy? Let's just sit right there for a little bit. How much money? I want you to think about it. If you're watching this live on the chat, I want you to type it into the chat. If you're not, I want you to put it inside the comment section. If you listen to this on podcast, say it out loud. But how much money have we wasted by simply doing things just to be and to impress and to blend in with the people? Type it in there. Me? I told y'all about the stripper situation, $7,000. I told you about when I bought the BMW 5 Series when I was selling cars. I shouldn't have had no BMW. At 23 years old, I should have been driving a Honda. I should have been driving a Toyota. I wasn't focused on what really mattered. I will be so much further along in my life today if I really focus on what really mattered yesterday in the past. And by focusing on what really matters, you're not only building wealth, but also building a life that's rich, meaning, and fulfilled. So, as we're ending today's show, I want to be real. I want to be transparent. And this is not just for y'all, this is for me. There's a lot of pressure out there to look like you got it. There's a lot of pressure out there. We hear this all the time. Fake it until you make it. But the truth is, that mindset, fake it until you make it, look like you got it until you got it, that mindset often leads to stress, debt, empty relationships, lack of fulfillment. But on the flip side, embracing the idea of, I'm going to act broke a little bit. I'm going to act like I ain't really making what I'm making. I'm going to act like I really don't have what I actually do have. Can open up a whole new path to financial freedom, stronger connections, and a life that is fulfilling. By filtering out inauthentic and building real financial security, practicing delayed gratification, and staying focused on what really matters, you set yourself up for long-term success. Remember, it's not about them. It's not about impressing others. It's not about having what they have. It's about living a life that's rich in purpose, rich in peace, rich in prosperity, and rich in doing what God has created you to do. So I want to challenge you to rethink your priorities today. Don't get caught up in trying to keep up with everyone else. Instead, focus on building a life that's genuinely wealthy from the inside and out. This is not a show that's about don't enjoy life. No, what I'm saying is, while you're enjoying life, just make sure that you're living below it a little bit. Just make sure that you're not trying to show the whole world. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I really want you to enjoy it. And I meant to say that 3 times. Let's continue to make the moves that lead to true financial freedom and lasting impact for our families. That's the goal for me. I'm not doing none of this solely just for the money. I'm doing this because I want my family to see something different. I'm the first net worth millionaire in my family. And I want my kids to be net worth millionaires before I'm gone. I want to start a different kind of generation inside of my family. And I'm getting emotional. My eyes are getting watery. And the reason why my eyes are getting watery is because I didn't act broke. I've always, up until about 32, 33, I've always acted above where I was in life. And when I look at that, it never got me anywhere. I was stressed. I couldn't sleep. Sometimes it led me to depression because I had to work extremely hard to maintain the lie that I was living. But now I'm like, F a lie. I'm going to be Anthony ONeal. And if you don't like the authentic Anthony ONeal, if you can't handle the authentic Anthony ONeal, then respectfully, just get the hell up out of my life. And I mean that in every area of my life. Friendship, dating, family, team members. I ain't faking it. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. And if I don't like it, I don't want it. I have friends who try to, you need to change your car and get this car. Bro, I don't like that. Just because I have the money, just because it is a status symbol, I don't like it. Man, that Bentley make you look a little bit older, man. I don't care. I like it. Don't bother me. That's what I want. Thank you for watching today's show. And if this message hit home and just resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. I read them all. I do. I don't respond to them all, but I do read them all. And let's start a conversation in the comment section about what really matters. So if you watch this all the way to the end, comment below and let me know what really matters to you. What are your dreams? What are your goals? And just because you watched over them, I'm going to be praying over your dreams, your goals, and what really matters to you, that God will give you the wisdom and the knowledge and the tools necessary to accomplish it. If you listen to this on the podcast, come over to the YouTube channel just one time and type it in there. And I want to pray for y'all in my community. God bless you. I'll see you in the next show. Peace out.